Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Stargate SG-1. I know it's been a while. This episode is called Need. Really looking forward to getting back into a regular pattern on Patreon for Stargate SG-1. YouTube at the current time, the content ID system, that's the copyright system, is causing me issues. So I am going to keep to a schedule on Patreon only. YouTube will get them when they become available. You know, when I can unlock them after appealing YouTube to release it. So, yeah, I don't think there's much more to be said. The full uncut, unedited reaction is available on Patreon, listed in the description below. Usually there'll be 2 episodes uploaded to Patreon a week. That will not be the case this week because there's a 2-part Buffy episode, so Buffy will be getting an episode on Patreon on Tuesday and Thursday. But starting next week, you should get a Stargate reaction on Patreon on the Monday and Thursday. I don't think there's anything else, so without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode. Okay, so we're on a Gould planet.
She's gonna jump.
I thought she might have been possessed by a Gould and she's fighting it off.
Stay away from the princess.
It's okay.
Colonel? Tell them to lower their weapons. They will kill him!
Jilk's just standing there.
He isn't a Goa'uld. I don't think these are real Jaffa either.
To tell.
I'm afraid they were broken. I just know I've done the right thing. Come.
I'm guessing she wants him to rule alongside her. So her father's dying,
We seem to have
I
going
guess.
here.
That sounds almost romantic.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Like, I'm very grateful to you that you saved my life and that you want to help me free my friends, but I'm sensing that you did it because you're,
Because you're my destiny.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. What?
Before she died, my mother and I used to come out here and take long walks at night. You can see every star in the sky through the treetops.
I think she's a
Destiny thing?
bit
She used to tell me that a
misguided.
great man would come from beyond the sun. Just for me.
Oh.
I can understand why she might have
I'd come to believe in
misunderstood that.
Glad you're okay.
Just me?
So,
Wait, about my friends,
kill them.
What the?
No.
Father, you said that their punishment for trying to escape would be to work in the mine without rest for as long as they live. As
He's become senile, hasn't he? He's, you know,
I did.
Yes.
700 years. It's a long time, even for a human. I guess it can't stave off death indefinitely.
Do not worry about your friends. I have instructed the guard.
Oh, you know there's a problem when even Tilk is tired.
What the hell's going on?
It's been days since we heard from you.
Oh, yeah.
Almost looks...
You only have to do one thing. And if you can't handle that, we're gonna break out of here without you.
She wants me to marry her.
What?
Something... Yeah, something's definitely wrong.
Look, Jack.
Jeez.
I have got everything under control, okay?
No, you haven't.
God, you never show me any respect. Your way didn't work.
So the it turns you into a psychopath.
All you guys have to do is hang in there.
All I need to.
Psychopath.
We can change things here. Together.
Kalash.
Colors.
Go old. Means one soul.
Soul, okay, so
Sir.
it takes away your conscience, so I hope the rain isn't coming across too much on the reaction. Hopefully it doesn't start thundering.
I had to go home and straighten a few things out first. You guys are coming with me.
She trusts you.
She loves me.
Love has blinded you.
They are good people. We have done a grave injustice to them.
I pray that you ever.
Could use them to get the Naquita in the future. That would be pretty handy.
I'll be back. Soon.
It's like you need a fix.
Hmm.
You only used it a few times and already it's changed you.
We can just leave it.
His test results are all over the place. Liver function, kidney function, endorphins, electrolytes. His myoglobin levels indicate muscle deterioration.
Yeah, all right, whatever. What's going on with him?
I have no idea. I mean, the most I can do is try and treat the symptoms, but bottom line, he seems to be going through some kind of massive physical withdrawal.
I have to go back. You're killing me! Stop killing me!
Jeez, it makes them really strong as well. Damn.
Like all of his cells have just lost the ability, starting to take back control. The next few hours should tell. Time for another dose of sedative.
Well, that's good news. I mean, the sarcophagus certainly is interesting, though. The fact that it can make you live for hundreds of years.
Why would I do that?
Probe's data indicates P3H.
You know, with the help of Earth, they could make a good society there. Okay, so that was Stargate SG-1 Need. I must admit, I wasn't particularly a fan of that episode. I found it a bit boring. I felt that the end, though, well, not the end necessarily, but since Daniel got back to the SGC, I thought that that was probably the good part of the episode. The rest of it just didn't have me all that engaged. But certainly it did have that good part of the episode, and you know, we learned a bit and even some more about this Tok'ra, you know, that they don't use the sarcophagus. And maybe the idea that if the Gould didn't use the sarcophagus, they would be better. Whether they would be all good, that's debatable, you know, but they certainly wouldn't be as bad as they were, and I found that very interesting. Um, we also found out that Sam, she can sense the Gould since she was possessed. Now, I'm guessing that's the same way Cassandra in episode 2, I believe it was able to sense that there was a Gould inside Sam, or Tok'ra, or whatever, however they address it. So did have interesting moments, and moments that I think could be seriously uh, dealt with in the future and have more expanded on it. So I'm probably gonna give this episode, I'm gonna give it a 6. The extra information maybe puts it up to a 7, but no, I think I'm gonna stick with a 6 on this one. But let's break it down. We started off, we were on this planet. We found out that they were sending the Naquita through the Stargate. We then had this woman who walked off and was going to kill herself. We didn't really get an explanation to why she wanted to commit suicide. Yeah, unless I missed it, I'm pretty sure we didn't get an explanation of that. Then we basically started off here, bringing them in front of the leader of this planet, who seems to be a bit corrupt leader, or quite corrupt and very psychopathic. I'm not sure what is wrong with the internet today. You know, even here on YouTube, it seems to be not the best, because I had to change from Stan over to YouTube, and I just don't know why it is. We find ourselves locked up in a mine, being forced to basically mine what I'm assuming is Naquita. Daniel was killed, put in the sarcophagus to bring him back. Oh, I don't think he was killed, but he was almost killed. Basically brought to the brink of death. And here we have them. I may not be able to do it this way. Oh yeah, here Daniel and the daughter go for a walk in the forest. Basically saying she loves Daniel and that Daniel's her destiny. Daniel tries to convince her that, you know, it's not the case. Daniel goes down to see the rest of the team, and he's very much a bit different. As you know, he was like a bit callous already. And God, this internet is ticking me off. I don't know what the hell it is, but it is pissing the hell out of me. Then we had a meal with the father. He wasn't too impressed with Daniel's proposition. Then he's put in the sarcophagus gang, comes back down to the mines, and is very distant. He's not himself and very angry and sort of starting to turn into a real bad guy. Let's see. Here they are down in the mines. Basically, Sam comes up with the idea that it's the sarcophagus and that the Tok'ra don't use it. Here we have Daniel saying they're going back to Earth. And we get back to Earth, the Stargate, and Sam basically says, oh, Daniel, you're like you need another fix, you know, like you need a fix or something like that. He then goes and signs his resignation. Then we find he's very much addicted to the sarcophagus, and that all his systems are out of whack, but he's starting to get better. He breaks out. He basically beats a guard up. And then we have a conversation here between Jack and Daniel, which was quite good, you know, how much he was suffering, and we sort of experience the idea that either Jack has seen it before or experienced withdrawal before. Then Daniel says we need to go back to the planet to free him, and we find out that the father's dead, and then they end up destroying the sarcophagus. Okay, so that was my breakdown of Stargate SG-1 Need. Sorry about the internet, I have no idea why it is going so slow. I had to transfer over from Stan to YouTube, so I had to purchase that episode. I do not know what is causing it. It might be bad weather. We're having quite a lot of bad weather here. Strong winds, rain, thunder. Hopefully that didn't come too much across on the video, but that could be the reason. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to be said about this episode, but I'm going to stick with a 6, and I shall see you next week for another episode. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.